Hi folks, this is Vince with Ads Gaming Addiction, and once again we're going to play Tropico 4 Modern Times. Let's just go ahead and have some fun. Hi Jocelyn, how are you? We're going to want some roads to start with. Ethan, hi. Rotate the camera, I guess. Okay, the dock's all the way over there, really? Okay. Hi Ishwa, how are you? Hi Meowser. This dock is in the worst possible position. Jeez. Really? This has to be an error. Alright, let's reload the map, because this isn't... Let's restart. Hi Vladimir, how are you? Danny, hi. Yeah, it's night where I am. It's 7:40 p.m. EST right now. Alright, I'm just going to blow through the setup here. Random island. That's what I get for playing a random island. We could always go and generate one that's already existing. If we wanted to. Cara Libro, Porto, Angelico. Yeah, let's go with that. It looks nice. Looks good. Anything here? No, no, no. Okay. So for those of you curious, I'm using the professor background. That gives me plus 20% intellectual faction respect and faster education and skill training. Heir apparent gives me plus 10 to all Tropican faction respect. Entrepreneurial, plus 10% commodity prices. Hardworking, plus 10% overall production. And the scholarly bonus, 30% faster education and skill training. All right, let's see if this is any better. Okay. You're playing Spore, huh? Oh, you're watching Spore. Alright, so let's see if we can find... Okay, so the dock is over here. Looks like we've already got roads set up for that, which is nice. We have... Looks like a Teamster here. Construction. Office, a tenement. Garage. So we're going to need some food. Okay, we've got some cornfields down here. That's nice. Now we could always head up this way if we wanted to, or stick around this area. Let's take a look and see what kind of farming we have. We could maybe change one of these into some other fruit. Or we can just go cash crop and make it tobacco. How about that? Hi Vladimir. Peter, how are you? This is Tropico 4 Modern Times. It's a city builder, but set in like the Caribbean islands and stuff. So it's essentially, you know, it's sort of like SimCity, except you place individual structures as opposed to residential zones, commercial zones, all that jazz. So here's like the build menu, for example: housing, welfare and economy, entertainment, government, education and media, food, industry, infrastructure, tourism, attractions, luxury attractions. So you can make money by exporting goods as well as through, what's the word I'm looking for? Tourism, that's it. Couldn't think of the word for whatever reason. Yep, there's Tropico 1 through 5 currently. Tropico 6 should be out in 2018. I'm looking forward to that. Let's go with a ranch, and we can choose cattle, goats, or llamas. The greener the better. Alright, we can maybe set one out here, but there's really no garage out here. I want them relatively close by, because people have to either walk to work or use a garage and drive there. Alright, I'll hold off on that then. It doesn't bother me any, Meowser, really. I do this to have fun. Logging camp. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of trees. I mean, we can maybe put this here. And we can cut some of these trees down. Alright, fast forward time. And one thing I like to check almost immediately is... Where's the almanac? There it is. I'd like to see how many unemployed we have. Right now we've got 0 unemployed, 0... Okay, so everyone has a job right now, which is good. Oh, thanks, Spencer. We just have to wait for a little bit of time. And we've got tobacco growing here. So this is probably going to be our biggest cash crop for a while until we get some other industry going. Later down the line, we'll be able to produce things out of factories that will make more money. All right, we've got corn here. People do need to eat. So, yeah, we need corn. And people will live in shacks. Lucky them, if there's no housing available. Although its quality is really bad. I have no idea how long this stream will be. It's however long I feel like recording for. You know how to place 4, Ishwa. Alright, right now we're waiting for cash crops to reach the dock. Items are basically carried over to the dock and then exported for money. Every now and again a ship will dock. Here it is. A ship will dock, pick up any exports that might be here. Right now there's 88 resources worth $755. So not a whole lot right now, but over time that'll go up. Well, like I said earlier, this is more of like a city builder set in the Mediterranean, Caribbean islands, something like that. Okay, what we need now are some basic necessities. Our Tropicans do have to entertain themselves. Pubs, childhood museums, restaurants. Let's start with the cheapest possible. We'll go with a pub. So we'll just throw that down over here. People from our construction office will ride on over and start building it. Thanks, Vladimir. I appreciate it. We're also going to want, I think, a clinic right away for medical care. It's $3,000 for that. We've got $22,000 in the bank in the bottom left-hand corner there. So we'll throw that here. I don't want to have too many construction projects at once. Looks like our pub is going up. Thanks, Ethan. All right. So uneducated females work in this building. Tropicans in this game are either uneducated, have high school education, or college education. And you do start off with some high school and college educated workers, but you need to either hire more overseas or you pay each time you want to bring them over. Or you can build a high school and a college on your island and people will go there and learn that way. This clinic requires college male workers, so we may not have any. We may have to hire one. It's $2,700. I'd rather not do that. We have no choice, though. All right, let's hire one. It's going to hurt to pay $2,700 for an educated college male, but whatever. Oh, apparently we had one. We had two already. It just took them some time.
God does not need temples, my son. However, our faithful believers do. I tried to convince them that their prayers can be heard just as well from a new pub, but they are adamant that we need a church.
All right, so we have to build a church for people as well. Although I do want to make sure that we are exporting enough to maintain these buildings. Every building has a maintenance cost. Let's go... Okay, let's see real quick. Okay, we've got 1 unemployed and 3 free job positions. So hiring more people, building more structures right now that require workers isn't feasible because we don't have the labor pool for it. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and build some more housing for people to live in. We have shanties, tenements, bunkhouses. Let's start with the bunkhouses. They're cheap. I guess we'll throw that here. It's 3 families can live here. And then maybe we'll put some over by this garage. People like to live next to where they work. So I'm trying to accommodate. Alright, there we go. You can usually tell where people want to live by how many shacks are in that location. There's a lot of shacks here, so we may want to consider putting more bunkhouses or housing in this general area. It's because we've got a lot of loggers over here. I'll throw a bunkhouse or 2 over here just to appease them a little bit. People are apparently protesting already. What's wrong with you? What are you complaining about? I guess I can raise their wages a bit. Right now the average wage for the uneducated worker is 5. And I can raise that to, say, 6, and then I can set that for all uneducated workers. That way they're all paid 6 as opposed to 5. That should make them sort of happy a little bit. Alright, these bunkhouses are up and running. The quality on these aren't that great. It's only 25. But at least it's something, it's better than shacks for the moment. I have no idea if I'm going to live stream tomorrow. Alright, let's see. Alright, we've got 5,000 waiting to export, which is good. So we'll make some money whenever this ship docks.
A petition has arrived at the palace, insisting for a museum dedicated to your youth to be constructed immediately. I personally signed it 300 times, and counting.
Okay, they want a childhood museum. Probably a good idea that satisfies the need for entertainment. So I'm going to go ahead and build a childhood museum. I guess I'll throw it over here. We will need a church as well at some point. That's 6,000, unfortunately, but let's see if we can squeeze it. Nope, can't. I guess we can throw it here. Alright, clinic's fully... Oh. It's full, put it that way. It's fully staffed and the visitors are out the door. That's good. they're using it. Pub. Entry fee is 3. We can bump that up to 5. They're being paid 6 now, so they can afford it. Trying to make some more money where I can. And we can also increase the rent now, too. Tropicans will pay rent equal to 1/3 of their salary. So if someone is being paid 6, they can afford a rent of 2. 6 divided by 3 being 2. So I could, in theory, increase rent up to 2 and make some money off that. There we go. And then this one here also is paying 1. We'll bring that up to 2. Alright, so the church is built. Now we just have to wait for, I think it's Male High School. Yep. So we're waiting for, I guess we'll hire one from overseas until we get a high school, since one isn't showing up right away. And timeline, is there anything being unlocked at this point? It is 1953. We'll have a city park unlocked in 1955. A theater in 1960. Supermarket in 1959. Okay, fish farm is 1962. Okay. Yeah, the Modern Times expansion adds a timeline to things, and buildings will unlock as time goes on. All right, we've got 13 unemployed now, so we can afford to get some more buildings down. Let's do some more money-making buildings. We could do another logging camp. We could do a fisherman's wharf. We could do a ranch. Again, the ranch would have to go somewhere in the green. I could put a garage over here, I suppose. And this will provide food for people, too. We'll start with cattle. Actually, I'll put this back here. And then I'll also put a garage down. You stupid gnats. There we go. That should help our infrastructure.
My dear Presidente, do you know that your advisor, Penultimo, spells his name with not 1, not 2, but 5 typos? All intellectuals agree that it is high time we build a high school on our island.
We will at some point. We've got $51,000 at the moment. I want to make sure we've got a nice little cash flow going before we do that. Alright, ranch is being constructed. We just exported $10,000 worth of goods. 7 new immigrants have arrived for jobs. Hi, Tyler. How are you? Alright, the ranch is online. So is the garage. With this online, we can maybe put another farm or 2 over here. We could do some mining as well. Do we have any mines nearby? Alright, well there's this bauxite deposit here. There's a gold deposit up here. There's iron over here. We could do some bauxite. There's also some bauxite and yeah, let's just do some bauxite. It's nice and close. I don't know if it has to be directly on it. We'll just put it here. That should satisfy it, I think. Yeah, we'll do, actually, let's put it here, if we can. Oh, that stupid gnat. It loves me. Alright. I guess we're not going to fit it there. Alright, we'll fit it. Did I get it? It landed on the wall. I had to take my chance. There we go. I'm okay, thanks. I'm curious to see what kind of crops would grow over here too. Sugar does not. Yeah, it grows over here, which we're not over there yet. Coffee. We can put some coffee farms down. That's a nice little cash crop. We can put that maybe here next to this farm. That'll work. Hi, 100. How are you? All right, pretty soon we'll have some metal export via this bauxite here. And we'll have some coffee export via this farm here. Workers are filling up. Let's check unemployment again. We've got 9 unemployed and 4 free job positions. That's about a net of 5 or so. So we can maybe construct one more building, although we have a lot of shacks here. Let's see if we can build some more housing first. Country house, or we could do some regular housing, or we can do some tenements. Low quality housing. Let's do regular houses. These are decent. They don't fit too many people. That's the downside. I don't like that one there. We just made 12,000 from exports, and the game is auto-saving.
Peace and love, dear Presidente. Please accept this flower wreath as a gift, and hear my plea.
All right, they don't like the fact that we're digging. She represents the environmentalist faction. Yeah, there we go. I can English. Commodity price of tobacco has increased by 25%. That's actually good, because that's our... Yeah. This farm has made a lifetime of 28,000 so far. So again, it's one of our major money makers right now. So I want to keep that around if I can. All right, this house, let's go ahead and up the rent to 4. Anyone living here has to pay a combined rent of, well, they need to be paid 12 or more. And it looks like they're still moving in. Some families are moving in. I'm paying my workers 6 right now. So 6 plus 6 is 12. And they'll pay 3 times their wage. So yeah, that's about right. So families of 2 can move in here. Or someone being paid 12 or more. Or, yeah, 12 or more. Which we don't have a whole lot of right now. But this will work. Married couples can live here. All right, our satisfaction at the moment is around 49%. To make that better, religion needs to be improved. We have a church, so I think we just need to hire more priests. Environment, liberty. Okay, we need some sort of media structure for that. Housing. All right. So we'll have to just concentrate on the housing for right now, I suppose. That's within our control. Let's go ahead and put down a high school as well. We've got the money for it. And I like to put it down places where there's no potential for anything else. For example, this is sandy area. So no crops are going to grow down here. So I might as well put like any sort of government buildings over here. Nice. 22,000 worth of Tropican goods. I'll take it. High school should be going up any second. Looks more like a prison than a school, but okay. Let's go ahead and get a college while we're at it. That way we don't have to pay to bring anyone overseas. But now we'll be able to train younger Tropicans, give them a high school education, and then we won't have to hire them anymore, which is nice. Alright, we still have a slight housing problem with these shacks being what they are. We'll go ahead and add some more housing. We'll do... I guess we'll add some houses here. And we'll put some housing next to this garage. People can get up and go right to work via this garage here. And some side quests are available.
Comrade, I have a secret task for you. It is a matter of international urgency.
Export 500 fish. That's easy enough.
My son, do you know what all Tropicans should do more often? And surprisingly, the answer is not drink rum.
So we have to increase our religion happiness to 50. Also doable. I'm going to go ahead and move the chat window up so I can see
Look
these
around,
quests.
Presidente. See the overflowing garbage cans. See the toxic fumes in the air. See how Mother Nature suffers.
Alright, let's go ahead and export those fish. We need a fisherman's wharf, and we'll go ahead and just put that down, say, here. There's plenty of fish here. The green area is good. Alright, pretty soon these houses will go up. Actually, I'm going to move the chat window to the left. I'm trying to put it in a location that's not going to interfere with any of these windows. That looks like houses are going up. Demolish all logging camps? I don't think so. Nope. I think that's for the environmentalists. Alright, pretty soon we'll have high school male workers to fill these church slots. Because again, we have a high school, so pretty soon we'll have some male educated people working at that location.
Presidente? There has been a huge revolution in several Middle Eastern countries. Several leaders supported by the U.S. are likely to be replaced soon. However, the revolutions are led by what some call extremists.
Well, I don't want to make the U.S. mad because they give us money every year. So I think we'll just make the Middle East mad. Export fine jewels. I'm not ready to do that yet.
Presidente, Tropicans await elections next year. They wish to show their everlasting love and respect for you. They may have used different words, but that does not matter.
Alright, elections without speech. Don't need them. But yeah, fine jewels. I'm not exporting gold or anything like that just now. And I don't have a jewelry factory, so I really can't do that. What happened to our mail worker? I wonder if he passed away. Alright, high school. Lots of students here. That's good. We've got 2 college-educated males here.
Some Colombian barons have larger armies than ours, sir. This is unacceptable.
All right, military. Let's go ahead and build ourselves some military just in case of a rebel attack. Maybe we'll put that down here somewhere out of the way. It does make Liberty drop in the immediate area, so I'll keep that away from housing. Go ahead and add an armory here. At this point, we're waiting for construction workers to come and build these. Not sure what's taking them. Yeah, we're fully staffed. It's good. Looks like they're off doing other things at the moment. We can always build a second construction office over here to the right. That way they're more inclined to actually build something. Okay, armory's going up. Alright, let's go ahead and hire a ministry. That way we can actually enact some important edicts that'll help us out. So maybe I'll put this like right back here somewhere. Try and make use of this space.
My dear Presidente, the election day draws near.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to get about 90% of the votes. Don't need to commit any fraud. So, we'll play it straight. We'll win that.
Congratulations, Presidente. You have won the elections. People are content.
Alright, that's good. We stay in office. We lose the game if we lose an election. So, we want to make sure we win those. Alright, the Fisherman's Wharf is online here. It's good. We'll start exporting that fish. Make Russia happy. No one's working here yet. These require college male workers. So they have to be educated at the college first. We've got 3 professors right now teaching about 5 students. Alright. High school wise, we have 7 graduates this year, 8 graduates. Welcome back. Alright, what's the church looking like? We're up to 2 educated workers. That's good. Money request? No, I don't think so.
Great calamity, Presidente. All of my wife's birthdays are coming, and they want presents.
So we can increase relations with them for 5,000. I normally don't do this, but having their gratitude would be nice. So we'll give them. We got plenty of money. We've got 125,000 at the moment. All right. Unemployment. How's that looking? 5 unemployed, 15 free job positions. That means we don't have enough labor. So I'm going to hold off on building any jobs, any structures that require jobs. Focus on housing. Housing is the one structure that we can build that doesn't require any sort of work. So we'll build apartment blocks are nice. We have to pay $2,000 for the blueprint. These are nicer than tenements, so all right, we'll put a couple down here. They're like $4 grand a piece. Now we can pay to quick build. Oh, my voice just cracked. We can pay to quick build it for $5,000, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, we've got some shacks. Maybe we should consider putting some housing over here too. All right, we'll put an apartment here. Apartment. Something like that. Something centralized. Watch the people, you're running them over. Jeez. These poor people are going to get run over. She looks pregnant.
See?
See? Job mother. Salary $10. Wow, that's impressive. You get paid to be a mother. Alright, so we're in the process. Okay, we've got these apartments. Let's go ahead and increase the rent to 4. There we go. And I'm thinking about increasing the average wage for uneducated workers to... I can do 7. So give everyone that's not educated a raise. High school workers get a wage of 10, and college gets a wage of, I think, 20-something by default. It's 20. Okay. Export goat cheese.
Venerable leader, the mighty Chinese dragon has a request for you.
Goat cheese. All right, we'll go ahead and build ourselves a goat farm. There we go. Ranch. Guess we'll throw that here. There we go. I gotta say, this game is so relaxing sometimes. It's great. Alright, starting to fill up the housing. That's good. Build a new church. I already have a church. I don't need another one. At some point, we'll need a second one, but not right now. Alright, let's see if we can do anything about crime. Is crime an issue? Yellow is... Okay, orange is an issue. Alright, so we need to put maybe a police station over here. Sure, we'll just throw it. That works. Apartments are starting to fill up. Shacks are starting to go away. That's a good sign. We still have a few more, though. These guys are Yeah, they probably can't afford the apartment. With their wage being only 7 and the rent being 4. Again, they can afford 3 times what a third of what their wage is. So, at a wage of 7, a single person can afford a rent of, say, 2. So these bunk houses would be better for them. Looks like we completed the fish task. Let's do... We could do some country houses and make the rent on that too. It's slightly better than the bunkhouse. Alright, let's add them here. And maybe I'm trying to squeeze them in. Alright, we can maybe put some here. I usually like to put them next to garages if I can. Happiness-wise, we're at 53%. So we're going up. We need environment, liberty, and religion. So we might need a second church, but we'll see. Religion is at 38 out of 50. Increase environment happiness. So we're going to do that anyway.
Our city is dirty and polluted. I know that saying it aloud is not very helpful, but we need to do something.
Alright, so let's add... Okay, the garbage dump will help with that. Reduces pollution in a large area. Got a lot of pollution here. Let's go ahead and put this down. You'd think that a garbage dump like this... You'd think garbage dumps would make the area worse, but it actually doesn't, for whatever reason. I mean, would you want to live next to a garbage dump? I wouldn't. Oh, someone died. Okay, we've also got a lot of pollution over here. Let's go ahead and add maybe a garbage dump over here as well. Alright, that's up and running. For 2,000, we can add a high temperature burner. The garbage dump generates less pollution. We'll go ahead and do that. So some of these buildings can actually be upgraded, which is nice. The sanatorium is now unlocked. Awesome. Alright, the rent on these houses are 1. I'm going to increase them to 2. And again, even uneducated workers can afford a third of their wage. In this case, they're making 7, so they can afford a rent of 2. That should be going up soon. Our environmental score should be going up as a result. We're still at about 141,000. We will need to start making some money. We're putting a lot of buildings down, but not generating any more revenue. So we may want to consider adding a factory or 2. Export salt.
Comrade, I have a secret task for you. It is a matter of international urgency.
Well, there we go. We can export some salt. I think that's under food and resources. Salt mine. There we go. Oh, there's right here. Check that out. So we'll just throw that right here. Takes care of that problem. That'll provide us some nice revenue too. Not a whole lot, but salt does sell for a little bit. I still want to get some factories in here though if I can. Alright, this building is up. Let's go ahead and hire some ministers. I'm going to hire all foreign experts. We can use people that are already on the island, but I want them to stay where they're at. Okay, next up. Again, we want to make money. Industry. We can make a lumber mill, which will take the logs that we're cutting down and turn it into lumber. But there's not a whole lot of trees over there. That's the thing. So we may not want to go that route. Rum distillery. We can take sugar, turn it into rum. We're not doing anything with rum because we're not doing anything with sugar right now. The cigar factory, I think, is the right choice. It turns tobacco into cigars, and we happen to have a tobacco farm already. So I think that's what we want to do. So we're going to pay for the blueprint, and we're going to put this down, I think, over here. And we'll let our construction workers catch up. We've got a few projects going, so I don't want to overload them.
We need proper healthcare facilities on our island, Comrade Presidente. Most of the population has to rely on traditional medicine and worse practices, like homeopathy and a healthy lifestyle.
Well, it looks like we will need another clinic. Our population's at 144. So a second one wouldn't hurt. We'll place it somewhere near this stuff here. Yeah, that'll fit. Sure. Right next to the garbage dump. Completely healthy. Completely sanitary. Alright, our foreign experts have arrived. Maybe we can enact some edicts. Early elections, don't need that. Tax cut, don't need that. Social Security pays 2/3 of the average wage to retirees and students. That helps keep people off the streets, out of shacks, and gets them into homes. That might be something they want to... Let's go ahead and do that. And increases everyone's respect. Alright, education. Literacy program is a great one. All workers and students gain experience 30% faster. What else? Foreign affairs. We can praise the US or the USSR. We can seek... Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take the USSR development aid. It's $2,000, but it gives me a 50% discount on tenements and apartments. And apartments are generally like $5,000. So this pays for itself within one or two builds. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. What else can we do? Interior. Anti-litter ordinance. Secret police. Defense. Martial law, conscription, silence the rebels. Oh, thanks, Vladimir. Okay, can't do modern time stuff yet. Okay, we're good. In terms of unemployment, we've got 16 unemployed, 8 free job positions. Alright, so if we look at that, they're all women. Interesting. Got a few people working at the cigar factory. I'm going to put a few more of these bunkhouses down for those that aren't making a whole lot of money. So housing, we'll do... Oh, I guess the country houses, they're better. The quality is higher.
Comrade, progress does not wait for anyone.
2 farms. All right. We'll accept that. We're going to need more food. We've got more people moving in. How about... Can we do pineapple? All right, pineapple works over here. I guess we'll throw this right here, and they can build some fields right here. And can we do bananas? We can put bananas back here somewhere. All right, we'll put a farm. We'll put the farm here, and they can build back here. All right, so 2 more food sources, and they're different. That's good. The more food sources we have, the higher our food quality score. And that score can be found, again, on this happiness menu. 65% is the current food quality. Right now, we need to raise religion, deal with the environment, and increase liberty. Liberty is done through press-related structures like newspapers, radios. Once we get power, we can build a radio tower. Newspapers don't need power, but they also require female college workers, I believe, and it's a lot. It's a lot of wages to pay. All right, so housing's going up.
Most blessed Presidente, the time has come for us to plan the construction of a new cathedral, a true monument to our faith that will make all the Caribbean green with envy.
Yeah, the cathedral is pushing it right now. I don't think we're ready for that. Another church I can understand, but a cathedral? Instead of doing a second church, we can maybe do the cathedral down the line. But happiness is at 54%, which is good. Money's at 123,000, which isn't bad. Well, it looks like our banana farm is up and running. It's got some bananas growing here. People are working hard to plant those crops. What about the... this is still going up. Looks like this house is vacant. Objective completed, so we got our 2 farms. We're exporting goat cheese, fulfilling that obligation. We need to increase environment even more. Let's see. There's no, like, deep red areas. There's orange. We're going to have to upgrade these garbage dumps through electricity, I think. Speaking of which, can we build that yet? We can build a wind turbine, a power plant, nuclear power plant. I guess we'll do a regular power plant. Or actually, let's get our money under control first. All right, cannery. We'll go ahead and buy the blueprint and put this down. This produces canned food from fish, coffee, and pineapple. We're about to produce all 3. We've already got the fish. We've already got the coffee. So we'll be creating a lot of canned goods. So this will be good. I'm going to go ahead and throw this down next to our cigar factory. I'll do that when I can. Right now I'm playing this. Water treatment plant is available. Better than this. We may want to consider deleting or demolishing these and building that water treatment plant instead. It's a shame we just can't upgrade it. It needs electricity to operate though, which we don't have. Alright, so I guess the power plant is necessary, but again, we'll wait for this. Our sweatshop isn't doing too bad. These cigars are being pumped out. We're making $5 grand or so. Once we get more people working here, we'll be okay.
Intelligence reports that subversive elements might be taking violent actions against our government. You should consider establishing a secret police to prevent or at least minimize such activities.
Yeah, I don't know if we need that yet. Although a stronger military force wouldn't be a bad idea. Again, how many unemployed do we have? 5, 7 free job positions. Alright, let's add... we'll add a guard station. That will enlist 3 more guards to fight for us. So, in case of a coup, we'll have some extra firepower.
Great concern has seized me as I watch how the rest of Tropico more urgently demands elections with each month. It is...
We're not going to be banning elections. I believe in a free democracy, but, you know. Fish farming.
Presidente, I have never come before you with a more pressing matter. Tropican fish have become foul-tasting, and there is not enough of them.
Alright, so if we destroy all fishermen wharves, we'll get 5,000 into our Swiss bank account. That's mainly for endgame scoring. That does nothing for our immediate bank account. We'll do that, though, because I do want to upgrade this to something better. Alright, demolish.
Presidente, the situation is dire. I need my fish dinner.
Alright, so we have to build 2 more fish farms, which are like the upgraded version of it. So we'll put one there. And... put it over here? Nope. Guess we'll have to put it over here. Garage is full. You might want a garage up here, maybe. Alright, customs office. Affects export and import prices. Alright, let's do that. We want to increase our prices, so put that down. And if we stimulate exports, More important looking boxes. Okay.
Presidente, Tropicans await elections next year. They wish to show their everlasting love and respect for you.
All right. Yeah, stimulating exports increases export revenue by 20%. All right, for $3,000, we can increase production. We'll go ahead and do that. We can increase job quality by 5,000 in the cigar factory. Do that. All right, let's get a Teamster office over here. Teamster offices transport goods to different locations, so we'll put that here. The more we can transport to the dock more quickly, the better. All right, this shanty, it's free to live there, but its quality is terrible. So I think we'll demolish that. Free up the space for something else. All right, 13 free job positions, 5 unemployed. We'll leave it as is. That means we don't have enough people to fill those jobs. Election-wise, we have 147 to 12 votes, so we'll win that election, no problem. We've got 1 out of 2 fish farms built. Environment is at 54 out of 60. Religion is at 42 out of 50, so hopefully we'll be pushing those over the goal line fairly soon. We might need more buildings for that.
My dear Presidente, the election day draws near. Congratulations, Presidente. You have won the elections.
Good, we're starting to make more money again. 28,000 exported.
Being such a great country is a hassle, I can tell you. That is why we decided we want something in return. We are imposing a freedom tax on all countries of your caliber.
Ugh. $7,000. We can increase our relations with them for 15. They give us money every year anyway. So we'll get that back. And the more we're on a positive note with them, the more money we get. So I'll go ahead and do that. All right. Let's see. What do we want now? How's our... All right, we're going to need power at some point. We'll go ahead and add a power plant over here somewhere. There we go. With power, we'll be able to build more advanced structures and also upgrade some things that we weren't able to upgrade before. For example, this over here, garbage compactor, requires 5 megawatts and $3,000. So it has to be connected to the electrical grid before we can upgrade it. Speaking of pollution, we may want to add something over here too, once this is up and running. New building unlocked, the biofarm. That thing's pretty nice. It grows a lot of different crops all at once. I guess we can put one down. We can demolish our old farms if we wanted to. We can do all corn. We can also do the banana, papaya, and pineapple combo, or we can do the coffee, tobacco, and sugar combo. Like one of these biofarms grows all of those things together. All right, so let's put that there. So we have cash crops growing here. And we'll have regular foods growing here. Not corn, but just regular. Yeah, we'll just put that maybe back here. All right, power plant's online, looking good. We're going to want to add substations so that we can get power over to the other parts of the island. So, okay, so this power plant covers up to here. We'll add a substation here, I guess. Or maybe back here. There we go. What the heck? I heard shooting or something. What was that all about? Weird. Alright, so food crops are up and running. Again, it'll grow 3 of the food crops. It'll grow the bananas, papaya, and the pineapple. All in one. So if we wanted to, we could demolish these other farms. I don't really want to do that, though, because, well, there's a lot of jobs right now that are, you know, being created by these farms. So I don't want to demolish them and then have all of these unemployed people. But at some point, I'd like to get rid of them in favor of these better technology farms. They're more technologically advanced. All right, let's go ahead and take this. Reduces pollution in the surrounding area even more. That's going to require some power. I'd like to add this water plant over here. Water treatment plant. Water purification does what? They need healthcare less often, but the building... Now we'll just do water treatment. Oh, recycling. What's that? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so we'll put this here. That should take care of pollution in that area. We can also demolish the garbage dumps and replace them if we wanted to. I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, substation is almost ready. That means we'll have power over here pretty soon. There we go, and we've got it. So let's go ahead and upgrade this. That'll reduce pollution even more in the surrounding area. Environment is up to 58 out of 60. Religion is at 42 out of 50. Alright, let's go ahead and build ourselves that cathedral now. And we'll put that... I guess we'll put that over here. Or better yet... Sure, we'll just throw it somewhere over here. Fine. Next to all that housing will work. They might get woken up by church bells every day, but they won't have to walk far to go, should they want to. Wow, we just exported 41,000. I wonder what that's consisting of. Income farming is 20,000. Mining is 7,000. Logging is 6,000. Industry is 39,000. So I'm thinking that is... I don't know if it tells me or not. Trade, export profits, top export. There we go. Cigars. Right now, our top export is cigars, 26,000. I'm sure it was tobacco at one point. But ever since we made other things, like tobacco is being funneled into this factory, so we don't see that anywhere. Coffee is the next highest import, then bauxite. Okay. Yep, this is for modern times. Demolish all pubs. No.
My son, I've had an epiphany.
Upgrade apartments.
Presidente, our old apartments are ruining the skyline of our city. New modern options are available and we must use them. Beautiful cities are successful cities.
We'll do that at some point. I do believe that the modern apartments need electricity, so I want to make sure that we've got enough electricity before we do that. This one is biofarms.
Presidente, a most wonderful thing has occurred. Mother Nature is happy.
Ugh. So they want us to demolish all farms. Alright, let's do that. Because, like I said, I did want to do this at some point. We've got the biofarms, so we don't need the regular farms anymore. Alright, demolish that, and we've got 2 farms down here. I think that's it.
Presidente, it seems that after years of collecting the Dictator Life monthly magazine, our prudent Minister of Economics has accumulated a huge number of coupons.
So 1 free furniture factory. That would be nice if we had a lumber factory, which we don't. We've got the logging camp, which in turn is just selling logs. I would need a lumber mill to turn that into lumber, and then a furniture factory to turn that lumber into furniture. So it's a 3-step process there. And there's not a whole lot of trees in this area anyway, so I'm not going to worry about that. It's a good idea to go with what you have. I mean, I could, I suppose, use some of the trees over here. There's not a whole lot. Whenever you're looking for a place to cut, like if you're trying to figure out if you need logs or if you should, you want to look for very dense forests, and I'm not seeing any. Hi, Nev. How are you? Yes, I did actually, Nev. Whenever you were listening to it, I was like, okay, I got to play Tropico now. So I figured, hey, let's just go ahead and play. It's a shame, but I can't listen to the Tropico music. That's what stinks. Like, this is like the ultimate tease. You know, because copyright and all that.
Comrade Presidente, an article published in the Pravda in Moscow has criticized the housing conditions for the masses in Tropico.
Alright, that means that they want better living conditions. Yeah, there's a bunch of shacks. From the looks of it, this person is homeless.
Muy buena.
This person, yeah, doesn't have a job. This person has a job. That's a dock worker. These people are working, I think, at a farm, possibly, or factory. Alright, so we'll go ahead and build a few more housing things over here. We'll do... I'd like to do... I guess we'll do the modern apartments this time. How much electricity do we have? Alright, we've got 68 megawatts. We're consuming 20 at the moment. We'll go ahead and fill in some more slots. They require female college workers. I do enjoy 4 over 5, although 5 does introduce things that 4 doesn't do, like the whole eras, but I like 4 better because it gives me more control over my island, just because, like, I can set rent here. I can set it an actual number, whereas in Tropico 5, it was just 5 different toggles, and I didn't like that. Here I can nickel and dime people. So if I set a rent at 4, that means I can set their wage at 12, and that's exactly the right wage for that rent price, which is their rent is a third of their wage. So if someone's being paid 9, they can afford a rent of 3.
Presidente, several European countries are going to ban the public showing of Islamic religious symbols.
Right.
The Middle East and the rest of the Islamic world are outraged.
Whatever. We'll just pick one. I don't care. Demolish 1 farm. What's left? Ah. I didn't see that. Coffee. You've got some ranches that we'll have to demolish at some point. I'm going to go ahead and build a regular, since we destroyed our corn supply. Biofarm, there we go. Corn. I'm going to put the corn, I guess, over here somewhere. There we go. Autosave. Cathedral's up. Needs college male workers, so we'll have to wait for them. We do have a college and high school on the island. Fully staffed. It's good. I did take a lot of the edicts that promote education.
Wonderful, Presidente. We are closer to a plant nirvana.
Have 2 biofarms. Well, we have 2 already. Done. Alright, apartment blocks. We'll get, I think their quality increases when they're next to a road. So we'll go ahead and put one. Now, they tend to do better next to garages. And that's because people like to go to work and they use garages to do that. So being next to garages helpful. So I'd like to put this somewhere near the garage, or maybe this one up here. Like maybe right here. The garage is right here, if it'll fit. Oh, it's not connected to the power grid there. All right, we can put it here maybe. There we go. And then maybe one over here. Or I'll squeeze it in there. Nope. That's good for right now. Upgrade your palace.
Most glorious Presidente. Everything about you should...
Alright, we'll go ahead and upgrade everything. Gardens increases the beauty of the palace. Sentry boxes increases the job quality of the palace guards. And statues, citizens won't protest.
Presidente, our Minister of Education was asked to become a guest star on the popular science show Caribbean Legends Buster.
1 free grade school. We'll go ahead and put that down. That makes our children more educated. Alright, so grade school. We'll put that, and I put these things in the sand because we can't grow crops over here, so it just makes sense to put them over here. I'm going to put some housing over here too. Just because there's basically anywhere where there's shacks, that's where people want to live. So I need to give them alternatives. Put these down. There we go. And the rent on these are going to be 4, I think. People with a wage of 12 or higher can afford to live there.
President, the U.S. Senate is not happy with you and expects urgent measures.
500 nutrient supplements. I think that is the chemical factory, but I'm not sure. Chemical plants. Various consumer products and paints the soil in various strange colors. Alright, we'll do that. They gave us 5,000, so that pays for the blueprint. And we'll throw this down back here. Alright, religion's going back up. That's good. Again with the shacks. Alright, fine. I guess we'll throw some more country houses over here. I don't want to put it on top of the mine, though. They can live next to the garbage shack, or the garbage dump, and be happy about it. Hi, Ross. How are you? Alright, let's add... Now, I could put bunkhouses down. They hold more people, but the housing quality on that is 25, and the country houses are 50. And housing quality is one of the things that affect our happiness, which is somewhere. There we go. Liberty is the only thing right now that people have a hard time with. So we want to put some press-related buildings down, newspapers, radios, different things like that. In my defense, Nev, this was a map that was like, it wasn't randomized. It was, I picked one from the library, so these roads were already built. But I agree, it's making my eyes twitch. I didn't do this. I'm just living with it. So we needed what? Oh, yeah, media. Let's do a radio station. Yeah, Liberty is hurting right now. All that red. Alright, so we're going to put a radio station down, say, here. Presidente all day. Increases the respect of all citizens living in the area. Well, we've got a lot living here, so I'm going to put that down over here somewhere. Maybe, like, right here. And this other one, this other radio station, Radio Free Tropico, increases liberty of all citizens living in the area. There is military right here, and military hurts liberty, so having this here will give it an extra boost, I think. So I'm going to put that there. It can be difficult. The main idea is get the bare minimum to make people happy and then concentrate on making money. And then when you see money rolling in like mad, build a few structures that make them happy, and then make sure that you're still making money before doing more of it. It's a delicate balance, like you said. Like my happiness is at 57%. No risk of revolution there. When you get to around 40%, that's sort of like a danger zone area. Any less than that, and you risk people revolting and rebelling. So when you're like 50 or higher, you can concentrate on making money by putting cheap... Ranches are a good choice, for example. Ranches are very cheap to put down, and they export meat or whatever you assign, and that's generally a decent amount of money. Good night, Vladimir. Renovate your palace.
Presidente, you have been living in this musty old palace for too long. It's time to move forward. Fabulous, Presidente. We are one step closer to a presidency. That's one giant leap for Tropico, as we all know.
All right, so I need 20,000 in my Swiss bank. I've got 10,000 right now. One way to get Swiss money is to convert, let's see, I have these childhood museums, which is an entertainment building. I can set that from loudspeakers, taking away respect by all visitors by 10, but replacing it with all profits go to Swiss bank account.
Presidente, Tropicans await elections next year. They wish to show their everlasting love and respect for you. They may have used different words, but that does not matter.
Oh, I agree. Construction can be very slow because they do their own thing. Like, half the time they're satisfying their own needs and won't build what you want them to build. So my way around that is only build 1 or 2 things at a time so that you're not tying up your assets. I mean, this is way more than I wanted. It's taking forever to build these things. Another option is to build 2 or 3 construction... I could build another construction site over here. That'll speed it up. They tend to build faster when you build buildings next to the area that they're located. So now that this is over here, I'm going to quick build it. Now that this is here, these buildings should be built a lot faster. Smoked beef.
Presidente, may your children be many and your camels always healthy. I want to discuss trade with you.
All right, 500 smoked beef. I'll get 5,000 bucks to do that. Let's go ahead and... I want to put down... I mean, I've got 2 farms already, but I want to add the organic ranches. I want to replace the crappy ranches that we have. We'll quick build it. We've got the money, might as well. And I think this automatically exports smoked beef. I don't have to upgrade it. I think. $103,000 worth of goods. That's awesome.
We received a crumpled note written in very bad English, Presidente. We set you up the bomb. All your building are belong to us. What you say?
Okay. Let's go with dismantle all machines, make a clean sweep. So my cannery will be shut down for 3 months. Not that big of a deal. We're making money elsewhere. Alright, we've got more than enough power. We can upgrade our modern apartment blocks with air conditioning. Increases their housing quality. We can get rid of crime at this building by just creating a doorman. 4,000. Speaking of crime, I wonder what it is over here. I have a police station to the left, but nothing over here. Government. Nope, we're okay. Just a little bit of yellow, but nothing too bad. Alright, crime's good. Crime's good.
My dear Presidente, the election day draws near.
Alright, we're going to get 97% of the votes. So I can just hold the election. No need for fraud. We're good.
Congratulations, Presidente. You have won the elections.
See?
See?
Muy buenas.
Alright, so we've got a customs officer living in a shack over here. I think once this apartment is built, they'll live there.
See?
Oh, no, their salary is 10, so they can't afford it. That means I'm going to have to increase their wage if they want to live there. Or decrease the rent. Or she can get a job. She's not working. One of the two. What we can do instead, let's put some country houses down here, some cheaper housing options for those that don't have the luxury of these huge apartments. So we'll put some country houses here. That way these folks in the shack can afford one of these options. Alright, chemical plants going up, finally. Let's take a look at our unemployment. Unemployed, 25. Free job positions, 3. Okay, so we definitely need to get more jobs. We need to create more jobs. I think demolishing all those farms had an impact there. Exporting $113,000 worth of goods. Money-wise, we're doing excellent. Since we're overflowing in money, let's go ahead and take care of our Tropicans a bit better. We can add a bank to... let's do slush fund. That transfers money from our bank account into our Swiss bank account, which in turn increases our final score. Again, the Swiss bank account doesn't do anything for us during the game, but at the end of the game, it'll give our score a boost. So I'm just going to put that over here. And SWAT headquarters, guard station, don't need any of that. Tourism, we can start on tourism. Let's put a tourist dock down. The question is, where are we going to put the tourists? I guess... I mean, this isn't exactly ideal tourist location over here. So if I were to create tourist traps, I'd have to maybe put it over here somewhere. Alright, we'll do this. And we're going to have to create long winding roads over here. Ah! Stupid. Really? 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 Ugh. Alright. Forward. Forward. Really? Alright, fine. You leave me no choice. These houses gotta go. That's gotta fit through there. How could it not? Let's see if we can make the road fit. Oh, there we go. Okay. Not great, but it did the job. Alright, we'll quick build this, and we're going to quick build a garage in this area. So people can get to and from via car. And we're going to put some hotels down. Let's do the skyscraper. Why not? We'll start big. And we want to put it in the green area, which is where... Oh, I need an electrical grid for this. Alright, well, let's get our substations. Yep. One there. Quick build. Alright, then we need a substation here. Basically, we're just extending our power grid over to this area of the island. Doesn't give us any power, but... There we go. Alright, so now we can put down stuff. And as far as the fee, I put it on manual. And I normally go with about... Let's go with 40. This building is like really good as far as quality goes. So I'm going to make it somewhat expensive. And then we'll just do regular hotels. And price them a little bit less. For the cheapy tourists. We'll set them at manual and a fee of about 25. And we're going to need just... I'm going to build a few attractions once that's done. We'll just quick build that. We've got money, so I'm not worried about it. Alright, scenic outlook. Doesn't require any workers. And still provides a place for people to go. I'll just throw that here. It's decent. Cocktail bar. Sure. Throw that there. And entertainment. Theater, casino, movie theater, sports complex. Let's go with a movie theater. Sure. Alright, that'll be done at some point. You may want to put a construction office over here. Maybe. Alright, Liberty is looking really good. It went from red to green. 8 tourists have arrived on the island. So we will start making money off them too. In small amounts. They're all staying at this hotel here. Poor healthcare. Alright, let's do something about that. Let's go ahead and do a hospital. Does require power, but it's one of the best you can get. We'll throw that here. Alright, in terms of finances, alright, looks like we're making the most money off of farming at the moment. Industry close behind. Let's see what our income... balance... There we go. Top export. So cigars are still the top export. Followed by corn, of all things. I'm surprised. Coffee. Canned coffee. Unless corn has a higher price than normal right now. Chemicals are being exported. We're still not completing this. So
President,
I think we have to upgrade. There we go. Nutrient additives. We're going to pay $10,000 now, but they'll sell at a better price later. Medicine production. The service quality of all clinics and hospitals is increased by 20. Let's go ahead and do that. And how's our power looking? Alright, total consumption is 142 out of 208. We'll have to do another power plant soon. Garage is overloaded. Alright, we'll add another garage over here. All right, at the moment, there's no red here. The lowest score being entertainment. Entertainment should go up, though, once we get more tourism structures in place. The nice thing about tourism is that Tropicans use these buildings, too. So, and because of that, our entertainment score will go up. The downside is that, you know, with Tropicans using them, our tourists can't use them. So we need to make sure we've got enough entertainment buildings for everybody. Let's do a... the Shippo rant. Nightclub. Sports complex, zoo. Gourmet restaurant. Museum of Modern Art. I guess we'll do that. Yeah, let's do that. Throw that here. At some point, we'll get more tourists. We can add another dock and increase the amount of tourists that we get. That might be a good idea. We can build a solar power plant now. We won't have to worry about staffing our nuclear power plant anymore. Some housing over here wouldn't be a bad idea, but we need to make sure it's somewhat good quality so that our tourists don't go, ew, what's that shack doing here? Or, you know, something like that. So we'll add some houses, some modern apartments. These are more higher end structures. We still may need some lower end structures over here for people that don't make as much money. We can offset that by increasing the wage of these people. Like right now, our uneducated workers are being paid 7. Let's go ahead and increase that to 8. Why not? Or maybe even 9 if we felt like it, if we felt generous. Giving them raises also affects their job quality score here, and that's at 47% right now. All right, entertainment's up to 42%, religion's 47%. I want to see all these in the green at some point, but it's rather expensive to do that. All right, entry fee is 10. Tourist spending 45. All right. Luxury attractions. Let's go ahead and do, say, a luxury liner out here. Why not? Entry fees 20. That'll give spring break and wealthy tourists a chance to enjoy themselves. Assuming we get any. And I don't think Tropicans use this. I got a few tourists here, finally. The business center is now unlocked. I think... Let's check our unemployment. Unemployed is 1, free job position 7. Alright, so we don't need to create any more jobs at this point in time. All right, so we've got $500,000 in the bank. 65% happiness. I'd like to call this a success, because I don't want this stream to go on for too long here. It's already 9:30 p.m. where I'm at. So what I'm going to do is put a cut in the video here. If you guys want to see the continuation of this, that'll all depend on whether or not this video gets a lot of views. So if you want to see a continuation, share it with your friends, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. So with that said, this is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.